Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus. Today we have, how should I put this? We have the matchup of the bad and the terrible. So we're playing with a randomized team here, and we have an Arbalist with Ank of Life, Treated Bandage, and with Blind Fire. We have a Highwayman with Ank of Life and no Vendetta. We have a Houndmaster with Crushed Hemlock, but no ability to make synergy of it, and then we actually have a pretty decent Abomination here with the Spike Chain and the Taste of Grandeur. So which one is the bad, which one is the terrible? Well, Mr. D isn't playing a randomized team, he's actually playing a normal team, and I just told him, you know what, just play Pistol Shot Highwayman. I know Pistol Shot Highwayman sucks, and we're gonna see just how bad he sucks. Though he has plus 30% damage right now, he might actually do a lot of damage here, believe it or not. If you bring a setup like this, I mean, you're taking a lot of stress, you're getting perma-stunned, but at least your pistol shot might do something. I'm not quite sure how much his damage base actually is. Wait, I have one right here. 7 to 14. So right now he's probably doing 14 to 28, which isn't that bad. It only took you 2 damage trinkets and being a horrible character otherwise, and still having only 105 accuracy, despite having plus 15 accuracy on that. Oh, that's 2 marks, but I can't flare them because I don't have a flare. Well, isn't that funny? I guess this is just a Hanseri turn here. This is definitely a stress team that we're playing. I'm not gonna bother with going target whistle, Hounds Rush. I don't think that would be too smart here. I think just doing a lot of AoE and doing stress is gonna be better. Because I played this team once already. I already played this random team. It went pretty well, but I was playing against another random team, which is even worse than what I have right now. And yeah, Mr. D has 2 very decent characters, especially this Bounty Hunter, and then has 2 very subpar characters in terms of mark synergy. So that is nice. That is pretty nice for us. So look at this. Duelist Pistol. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Come on. Okay, that's a 20. I was hoping for a crit one-shot. That would have been absolutely lovely. I would have loved to see that crit one-shot there, but oh well. This pistol shot is probably gonna drop me to that store. That is if it hits, because it could miss. Not the Abomination, but it could miss the Arbalist. And it might not do enough damage though. With the 5% protection, he might not be doing enough. He's actually gonna go Vendetta. He needs more damage. He doesn't think he has enough just yet. Well, this is when I don't really have anything too good to do, because healing right now probably isn't gonna change much. It could change a bit. Oh, I actually have treated bandage. Yeah, that's right. So instead of having the silver syringe, I actually have the bandage, which lets me heal myself a little more. So that's pretty nice. If it's a crit, it's still going to be a one-shot. No, it's not a one-shot. Look at that. Treated bandage value right there. That is awesome. And right now, I think I'm just going to be going for probably just another B-Smile here. If I do a nice hit on the Occultist, he might just be dropping down to 0 here. He is, actually. Yeah, so the setup that I have right now with the Abomination is actually pretty okay. Taste of Grandeur and Spike Chain equals plus 30% damage for your riposte, and that's shaving away at that minus 80% damage debuff, so you're basically doing half damage on your riposte, and that's half damage of 9 to 17. Which means, you know, it can hurt. It hurts from like 5 to 8 or something, or 4 to 8, and that's not too shabby. So it's gonna be a Thrown Dagger. There's a crit. Still, only a crit for 27. When you're used to Arbalist numbers, looking at a crit 27, it really isn't all that much. So I'm just gonna heal myself here, and I think I'm gonna be relatively okay with the Arbalist. We do have one thing that's very much going for us, which is the fact that we got Battlefield Bandage. So even though we got unlucky with the Blind Fire, we did get this, and having heals in randomized teams or in teams that are very suboptimal is always amazing. It is always amazing because there's not always going to be one-shots, there's not going to be a lot of stuns, there's not going to be a lot of disruption because the players don't really have what they usually want. But yeah, so it's going to be a vulnerability hex right now, putting your Bounty Hunter at risk and giving me an excellent opportunity to go Duelist Advance here. Not quite the death blow, sadly, but we do put the... there's 3 marks on us, by the way. We do put the doggy in position 2, and he's still alive. Just barely, but he's still alive. We get to go for a Hanseri right now. We drop a nice crit, and we do not kill that Occultist, though. He actually doesn't bleed. He resists the bleed somehow. Okay, you got the 5% bleed res, I guess. And he heals for 4, which ain't much, but it's honest work. How do I want to deal with that heal for 4? Do I want to just PBS here? Oh, that was a mistake. No, honestly, it's not that bad. I'm gonna do this and just deal with having to lose a riposte, because I want to keep the dog in position too, so I can use Lick Wounds, and I also want to kill the Occultist ASAP. I need to get this character out of here. And once I'm able to do that, I think I'm actually gonna be pretty okay here at winning this. So, Mr. D had the Heart Seeker and Bounty Notice, so I'm really surprised Collect Bounty didn't do enough damage. Really, really surprised, actually, because that ability actually does a lot of damage. It's kind of like the Arbalest Sniper Shot, but it's way less reliable in terms of accuracy, in terms of which characters you can hit, and in terms of it being the Bounty Hunter. That should usually be the finisher, so you don't really want to do that too much. So I'm just going to heal here again. I want my doggy to stay alive. That's a nice heal for 18. That's very nice. Why is he healing for so much, you might ask? Well, he has the Tattered Chew Toy, which gives you plus healing received. And yeah, there we go. That's the 30. So the Houndmaster is probably going to die sometime soon, but not before I kill your occultist. So he's gone. Very sad that I've been missing this Grave Robber, because I could definitely enjoy some blights going in on her. And oh, that's so nasty. I love it so much. We survived the 85% death blow chance. This is the character that doesn't have Ank of Life, so we have two characters of Ank of Life, and I guess the doggy was kind of just a little bit jealous of them. And he was like, no, I'm gonna resist a death blow like you guys wanna. So yeah, he just resists it, thankfully. That is really good that we actually resist that. And now I get to apply some bleeds on the backline, and I don't know what how Mr. D is going to be able to salvage this, because this isn't looking too good. I still have more actions than you do, and I still have an Arbalest and regen on the doggy. I don't think the doggy is going to survive. I really don't think the doggy is going to survive for very long, because now it's just going to be another Throne Dagger. But even after that Throne Dagger, there's going to be PBS into B Smile, and that just might be the straw that broke the camel's back. I have to go for it. I absolutely have to go for this PBS. Come on, give me a crit. We want to see it. No crit, but another 20. Oh, we don't knock him back. How? We have plus 30% move skill chance. Plus 30 because of the Duelist Pistol, and we don't knock him back. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous that that happens. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go for a Transform Slam here to prevent lunge and to maybe get the 25% death roll. If you got the 25% death roll, what? He just doesn't move. God damn, this Bounty Hunter does not want to move back. That is really annoying, actually, that he doesn't want to move. Well, yeah, my doggy is gone this time, that's for sure. And now there's a couple things we can do. I think I'm gonna start off with just a Duelist Advance. I miss a 90? A 90 on this Bounty Hunter? Is there justice in this world? Is that what's happening right now for the earlier RNG? Oh, that is terrible. This Bounty Hunter is just staying alive here. Okay, Pistol Shot, please don't do enough. Oh, it's so garbage. That ability is so garbage. He even has Vendetta. Oh my god. Yeah, an Arbalest would have dealt more than enough damage, easily more than enough damage. But yeah, this ain't no Arbalest. We're gonna go for the Manacles. There we go. Even if we don't get the kill, we're likely to get the stun, so say goodbye to your little Bounty Hunter. And now the Grave Robber is the only one left standing that's actually competent. Unlike this Highwayman. He doesn't even have Duelist Advance. Oh, thank you, Mr. D, for playing Highwayman without Duelist Advance. Well, how nice of you. I can't believe this randomized team is actually doing okay-ish here. Actually, you know what? We don't even have to go for a heal, we're gonna go crazy. Also, if you didn't know, you can't... Wow, 13. You can't shoot corpses with blind fire. So there's something to keep an eye out for, because if you do want to use blind fire, then you know at the very least you're not going to random fire the corpse, which is good, but sometimes it's also bad, because sometimes you do kind of want to clear those corpses, so that's why Bull is there. I mean, Bull is just 100 times better than blind fire. We stay alive, thankfully. I don't think these characters even have finishers. No, they don't. There's only the lunge on the side of that Arbalest, on that Grave Robber. I mean, come on, 50-50. Ah, we hit, but we don't get the death blow. She's also close to getting afflicted, which is good. And yeah, this is kind of the problem with playing Mark teams against, you know, against reasonably good defense. Because this team actually has reasonably good defense. Like, the Abomination is just spamming repulse, which is nice. And the doggy had that wounds, the Highwayman has his Duelist Advance, and the Arbalest actually had a decent heal right there. And considering there wasn't even a pull to try and disrupt her, it's just rough to deal with it, actually. Yeah, you need a solid Mark team if you do want to deal with any sort of defense, I suppose. So she's gonna go Paranoid, which means more dodge, so she's gonna be tough to break through, but I think we'll be able to, because she's at the... Oh, come on, throw a dagger into the corpse, right between the eyes of that Highwayman. Oh my goodness, little grave robber, what are you doing? Yeah, she didn't do too well. She didn't do too well at all. We're gonna go for the open vein right now. Not quite the death blow just yet. Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna survive this for too long. Not at all. She's probably gonna get perma-stunned here. Actually, no, this is kind of just Abomination with spike chain shenanigans. And yeah, away goes this little grave robber. So GG for the randomized team. Is this the best randomized team ever? I think there's been better. But this one's not too shabby at all. Apart from the trinkets, you know, the setup is interesting. If the Arbalist had like Snuff and her healing trinkets for a full-on support Arbalist, the Abomination setup is actually almost perfectly fine. The Doggy setup is okay, and the Highwayman setup is okay too. Especially with the trinkets, Highwayman has, abilities. Highwayman has the good abilities, and so does the Doggy. So anyway, and the Abomination can use all the abilities, of course. So I hope you all enjoyed the match, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers. Yeah, Mr. D is saying 3 buffs, 10 damage. Nice. Yeah, don't play Highwayman Pistol Shot. It's even worse than random teams. GG everyone. I hope you enjoyed the match. I'll see you again another time. Cheers.